Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we're looking at The Silencer, issue 2. Now, where we left off, Silencer and Talia were being attacked by two men. One was Breacher and the other was Blood Vessel. These characters seem to be kind of created for this, I think. I don't remember them otherwise, but she has this cone of silence thing going on. That's a Get Smart reference. And she manages to fight them both off. She actually almost gets her butt kicked by this blood vessel guy. And it was a pretty good fight scene. She manages to call a cleanup crew, what's called a scrub truck, and a new vehicle. And they clean up the scene, and she gets rid of her silence field. They claim that their cover story is that there was a movie being filmed on the street, but they didn't have the proper permits, so they're going to send everybody tickets that live in the neighborhood. And it was like a robocall to everybody in the neighborhood, so they don't suspect anything. Well, Honor has to, of course, go along with the ruse, and she tries to go about her day-to-day business, but at the same time, she needs to remind everyone that she is not involved. So she calls the switchboard, who's in charge of connecting everybody in the various underlife community. Just call it the underworld. So she sets up a meeting with the guy that's in charge of Leviathan, and he says, well, you're obviously active and in play because you're siding with Talia al Ghul. And she said, no, Talia was there to tell me what's going on. I'm not choosing sides. Your men attacked me, and I defended myself. And they agree to have a conference and meet at a place called Mall-Mart, M-A-U-L, where they're going to settle their differences and have a conversation. And it's sort of a neutral ground, but it's a weapons shop where people go in to get different types of weapons. Lots of different type of weapons. So she goes and meets with the guy, and what does he do? He sets her up to be killed. And any credibility she had previously is obviously gone, and they think that she is back in play, and they're also not afraid of her, and she knows it. So she's got a bunch of guns pointed at her, and that's how the issue ends. This book is great. I don't know if it should actually be set in the main DC universe, because I think it's a little anachronistic for what they're doing with the superhero stuff, but it is a fantastically written book. Dan Abnett and John Romita Jr. really do an amazing job with this, and I am excited to pick up issue 3. I know I'm a little behind, but that's kind of unavoidable sometimes. The inks by Sandra Hope, great job. Colors by Dean White and R.F. Brianto, good job. Tom Napolitano on letters, always good. Assistant editor Andrea Shea and editor Paul Kaminsky. They should all be proud of themselves. This is a great book. This is probably one of the best books of the New Age of Heroes line. This and the Terrifics and Damage, probably the ones I would say go out and buy. And if you're not reading Silencer, you are missing out. You need to support good books when you find them. And this has a real Punisher, John Wick kind of feel. And I think it's a lot better done than I expected. And it continues to exceed my expectations. I was a little worried when I saw the short dyed blonde hair, but you know what? I don't even care anymore. This book was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend you pick up the first couple issues and give it a shot. See what you think. It's a great time. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Be sure and hit like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you on the next episode.